Hi guys, I'm here for video number 5, and this is to teach you guys how to hold your instrument, particularly the viola or violin, and how to hold the bow. And first, I'm going to teach you how to hold the bow. So, when you hold your bow, you want your thumb here, a little hard to see, there you go. You want your thumb to touch here. So it'll be right between the rubber part of the bow and the frog. Then you want to have your pointer finger curled around the wee bottom of the wooden part of the bow. So actually, it'll be between the spring and that rubber part that I was talking about. You want your middle finger, generally, I like to put it here on the silver part of the bow. I know there's a name for it, but I frankly can't remember. Sorry, guys. You want your ring finger on the right on the frog. I like to put it if you have the circle. Generally, that's a good spot to put your bow or your ring finger or yes, your ring finger. Ugh, all the fingers are confusing. And then your pinky, you want that not all the way on the scroll. It's a little too far down, or on the screw, excuse me. But a little bit off of it there, and so your hand should look like this. So this is where all your fingers go. When you hold your bow, you want to hold it loosely. You don't want to hold it tight because then your arm will be tight and it'll be very difficult to play fast notes and it'll be difficult to play in a nice fluid motion because then you won't have good tone quality with your instrument. So instead, you want to hold your bow loosely. You want a loose wrist, a loose arm, and a loose hand, but tight enough to where you can comfortably hold the bow. So the way I have it here is fine. Now, when you hold the instrument, you want to make sure that you have some space. I know it's very difficult to see on here, but you want to have some space um, right here, right at the this part of your hand. You want some space, and then you want the hand and your thumb touching the neck of the instrument, so like this, and you want a little bit of space here too. So that way you will be well prepared for future techniques that you will use with your hand. You want a flat wrist, like this, um, and then you want a nice arm, nice straight arm, and this allows you to hold your instrument correctly. And I'll show you by playing a scale, but this is what you want your hand to look like. When you put your finger down on the string, and I'll play that scale in a minute, you want the finger pads to only touch the string. You don't want to um, you don't want to have too much of your hand or your fingertips touching the string because then it'll make for bad intonation. I'm not going to want that. So that's how you position your instrument and your bow. You want to make sure your instrument's held up a little bit. You don't want it sagging down here because then your bow will fall down to the fingerboard. And you don't want it up here because it's kind of tiring and it's hard for your hand to support your instrument. So I'll play a scale and watch me and my bow position, or my playing position, excuse me. So as you can see, my bow was in between the fingerboard and the bridge, nice fluid motions, and therefore there was nice sound quality. Now there were a couple squeaks, and that happens sometimes with your instrument, and it happens to everybody, but I think it showed the point of what proper playing position looks like. And obviously your teacher will work more on how to properly play your instrument, but the purpose of this video was just to show the proper position, how to hold your instrument, and how to hold your bow. And from there, you'll be set up for your teacher to teach you so much more when it comes to learning the viola or violin or whatever string instrument you play. And I think it's important that you keep learning because playing an instrument is one of the best things you can do. So thank you guys, and I hope you come back for video 6. There's 2 more videos left, so be ready.